What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Unplugged. You already know who it is. It's your boy Pico Black saying, what's going on? Everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day and also a blessed day. Before we start the show, and once again, I'm sorry, the show is called Unplugged. Before we start the show, do me a favor, run over to YouTube, Unplugged Podcast, hit that sub. You can also follow me on TikTok at Pico City, and you can also follow me at IG on Pico Black 74. Thank you guys for listening to my show. It means a lot to me. Feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to share the content, and definitely feel free to hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Once again, thank you guys for bringing me into your life, man. Appreciate that. It means a lot to me. I love you guys with all me blooming heart, man. If there's one on the show, or it's 1,000 or 1,000,000, don't matter. If nobody's on the show, it don't matter. The show will go on. And once again, just want to say thank you guys. So we're just gonna jump right into it. So tonight's topic is a pretty interesting one because I hear it all the time. You guys hear it all the time. Everybody hears it all the time. It's what's up with the phrase "my body, my choice"? What does that even mean? Because a lot of women are saying "my body, my choice." So I would like to know from a woman's point of view, your own personal point of view of what does "my body, my choice" actually means. Does it mean, because we all know we have a body and it's all of our bodies and it's all of our choices, but just because it's your body and it's your choice, that don't mean every choice you make with your body is the right choice to make. Just because it's your body, that don't mean you can do anything you want to do with it. But then again, it means you can do anything you want to do with it, but there's consequences to doing anything you want to do with it to your body. Your body, your choice. You can go get a piercing. You can get a piercings all over your body. That's what you want to do. That's your thing. Knock yourself out. It may look crazy to me, but it might look beautiful to you. You want to cut all your hair off your body and do whatever. Your body, your choice. But the real reason why they saying "my body, my choice" is because the A word, the abortion word. So how does "my body, your choice" ends up in the category of children? Because when it comes to children, it's not your body and your choice. I'll say it again. When it comes to having children, it's not your body, it's not your choice, because it takes two to tango. Remember that. You're not the only one laying in the bed. And you can't get yourself pregnant. So that's why it can't be your body, your choice. So when you run to the chop shop, do you not know that you supposed to ask the guy that impregnated you, do you want to do this or that? I'm just using this as an example. Nobody should do it. And I know we all do stupid things in our youth, and we all do stupid things, period, but nobody should do that. So it can be, well, you don't know what we go through. We go through this, we go through that, the hormones, and you got to take the vitamins and the prenatal vitamins and all of this stuff. You got to deal with the backaches. You got to deal with the oversized stomach. Some women, the breast gets bigger and the milk starts. Okay, we understand that. Guess what? It's part of a thing called pregnancy. But just because you get pregnant, that don't mean you have the right to say, well, I don't want this child. I want to abort this child. And if the man say, hey, I want the child, do yourself a favor. When you have the child, give the child to the man. You can't say, I want this. The man say, I want this child. You're like, no, I'm going to get rid of it. You're pretty much not giving that man a chance. And it's not the fact that you're not giving the man a chance, because there's nothing he can do about it anyway. Because somebody took "my body, my choice" way to the left side. If that man wants that child, then by all means give it to him, because if it wasn't for the man, let's just be honest. And a lot of situations, women say, hey, I birthed you. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be here. No, it's been backwards for thousands of years. If men wasn't here, there wouldn't be anybody. That wouldn't be me. That wouldn't be the woman that had you. So it's not that men don't play a part when it comes to women being pregnant. You know how many Men want their children, but they can't have their children because my body, my choice. I can do what I want to do with it. But you're killing, well, I'm going to say that you're unaliving something that belongs to him as well. It belongs to both of you. It belongs to him as well. It belongs to him just as well. And all of this, hey, my thing is, why do women, not just black women, all races, fight for abortion so bad? What's so bad about having a child? And what's so good about having an abortion? What's so good about it? I've yet heard anybody can come up with a logic on what's so good about it. Only thing I've heard people say is, well, you know what? Hey, maybe I'm not ready for a kid. Fine. You're not ready for a kid. Nobody can push that on you, but you know what you're doing when you play that game sex. We all do. So let's just say, for argument's sake, let's just say you're not ready for the child. And the man comes to you and be like, you know what? You told me you weren't ready for the kid and I can't trip. So when you have the baby, I'll just take the child. You can be part of the child's life. You ain't got to be part of the child's life. I ain't gonna make no videos about you calling you a deadbeat mother. None of that stuff. Just give me the child. And if you want to come back into the child's life, then by all means you can. How come that's got to be the hardest route in the earth? Most women just say no because they don't want to go through it. They don't want to go through the labor. They don't want to go through none of that. But you want to go through the fun of having it. I mean, making it. Sorry. So give the child to the man. Because literally it's not your choice. But everybody say, you know, my body, my choice. So how is it your body, your choice? And both of y'all did what you had to do. And a baby came out the picture and you just decided for yourself that, hey, I don't want this baby. This baby's going to slow me down. This baby's going to do this. This baby's going to do that. Just give the baby to the father. Or better yet, use protection. Simple. But you can't, we as a, I'm not going to even say we as a people, most women in general, black women, Asian, Hispanic, all of them that has that ideology of can't no man tell me what to do. One day you're going to have to, I remember I said this a couple of days ago. One day you're going to have to listen to somebody. You're going to have to listen to somebody. Black women, you're supposed to listen to your men. Simple as that. God made man in charge. So that means you have to listen to him. It don't matter how mad you get. It don't matter how many attitudes you want to concoct in your head. If a man is sitting there telling you right or chastising you the right way, there's no reason for you to get mad and rebuttal, because a lot of us, we listen to have an argument. We listen to say something back. We don't listen to understand. We listen to say something back. And that's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem in a lot of communities, not just the black community. Sometimes it pays to listen. That goes for men and women. But you can't be going around saying my body, my choice, because now you're kicking the man out the picture. But guess what? It's not your body, your choice. The woman can have a child, take the child to the fire department, take the child to the hospital, and just leave the baby and say, I don't want nothing to do with it. And they'll say, okay. The woman have the child. And the man say, hey, I don't want nothing to do with it. Here come child support. Here come the phrase of you're a deadbeat dad. Or you don't know what you're missing. How come she don't know what she's missing? Okay. How come it's always how come it's always the finger pointing at the guy? Like, you did this, you did that. What did you do? What did you do? Because we're living in a world where men are always going to be wrong no matter what they do. So that's why women can say, well, you can't have what to do with my body. If that's your husband, you're covered by him. It's not the other way around. You have to listen to what he say. And I heard a podcast I forgot who it was. And I just said this a couple of days ago. And it's funny because every time I talk about stuff, I go on YouTube and I find the stuff I just said. When women, you have to be submissive to your husbands. God didn't give, what's the word I'm looking for? He didn't give extra words on that. He didn't say, be submissive to your husband if he's got a hell of a lot of money. Be submissive to your husband if he buy you everything. He just said be submissive to your husband. So you know what that means? That means if he's rich or if he's poor. If you marry him, you have to be submissive to him. He don't have to show you anything. Well, if a man show me this, a man show me that, then I'll submit. No, those are the rules y'all made. And you wonder why stuff don't work out for you in your favor. Because you're hard-headed. You're hard-headed as hell. So that's why stuff's not going to work out. He got to show me. When you going to show him you can be a woman? When you going to show him that? But he's always got to show you he can be the man you want him to be. When you're going to be the woman he wants you to be? When? That may never happen. Now, kudos to the women that do a good job with their husbands. Hats off to you guys. I love you guys, and you guys need to be doing the same thing I'm doing. You should be teaching the young women how to be women. But there's two in this game. Her and him. That baby is his just like it's yours. So my body, my choice. If the man say, hey, look, I don't want you to do this, by all means, regardless of how you think your life is going to turn out, you have to give that man a chance. Well, you know what? He didn't want to do this. I'm gonna have the baby. But no, it's the hell with what he say. The hell with what he say. I'm going to do it anyway. And that causes friction between you and him because a man will never forget. Men are like elephants. They remember what they want to remember. Like I said, to the ones that don't do this, this doesn't apply to you. This doesn't apply to you at all. But I'm talking about the ones that do. My body, my choice. And can't no man. Look how low we have sunken from the black civilization sunk from each other. Remember the show I just did? Can't no man tell me what to wear. I can wear what I want to wear, and I'm married. How far you think that's gonna go? Men are born protectors. Men protect what they love. But if you come nagging all the time and my body, my choice, and that my body, my choice just don't go for unaliving the child. That goes for the way you dress, the way you do anything, because it's not your choice. It's not your choice. It was never your choice. Now you can choose what you want to do. You can do what you want to do, but you might want to consult with him before you do something stupid. I've never met such hard-headed people in my life. Because if you deal with somebody that's always a rebuttal, that relationship is, I guarantee you, 99.9%, that relationship is not going to work. It's not going to work. It's never going to work. And then you guys go your separate ways because she don't see your point. You don't see her point. Women, you can't shape men the way you want them to be. I've been hearing a lot of women say that for years. I'm going to shape him to what I want him to be. No, shut up. How about that? Be quiet. Either you're going to accept him for what he is or just leave. Walk away. No, they got to do this, and I'm going to shape and mold him into what I want him to be. And when you shape and mold him to what you want him to be, it's still going to be something wrong because that's the way it is. So who are you trying to fool and who are you trying to convince? Pretty much yourself. So where do they get the ideology of my body, my choice? That's what you call a selfish bastard. Because now you're just thinking about, if I have a baby, I can't look good for the summer. My stomach gonna get big. I can't do what I want to do. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. And the guy's like, hey, sweetie, don't get rid of it. You know, like, look, we got a baby on the way, man. We gotta do this. And then you come with the gas face and like, well, you know, I wasn't ready for a child, so I got rid of it. How do you think that guy is going to respond if he really wants the child? How do you think he's going to respond? You think he's going to just say, oh, well, hey, look, you probably right. You ain't ready for it. So, and you know, they suckered us in so bad to just see things their way. Well, if you didn't want it, it's probably for the best. No, homeboy. No, hell no. Be a man. Stick up for yourself. Why did you do it? Because I just wasn't ready. Okay, if you wasn't ready, just give the child to me. Give the child to me. You ain't got to be ready. Beat it. But that's what happens when you say, well, you know, I ain't got to listen to nobody. I ain't got to listen to no man. My body, my choice. That's going to get you in a world of trouble sooner than later. I'm not saying in certain situations you can't do what you want to do. You have a my body, my choice over what you say, cuz this must be the gotta have the last word topic. That's what I just said that before you came on, about 10 minutes before you came on. 10 minutes before you came on, cuz I just said that. And that's where being combative come from, or comes in, step into play. If you got a woman that's combative about everything you do, the best bet is to just leave while you can before anybody gets hurt. I mean, just combative, Mortal Kombat, finish him, fatality. Every day she's got something to say. Well, you know, I got something to say. Beat it. Because it don't take that much to try to make each other happy. But the things we've been taught from being a young man to a grown man, we was always taught what? No matter what you do, the women are always right. All of us been taught that. Well, I ain't gonna say all of us, because my old man wasn't having it. My old man had this thing. If you marry a woman, that's the one you take care of. That's it. And like I always say, if you want to, that's a different story. Hey, you know, my girl is kind of short on rent, or kind of, okay, bam, I got extra. I got you. But you don't have to say, well, I got extra. I got to help her out. No, you ain't got to do nothing but stay black and leave this world. That's all you can. That's all of us can ever do. So don't get sucked up into this world that you got to help somebody. Actually, you don't. And God's not going to bat an eye and say, well, my son, you did have an extra $300. You should have helped my sister, my daughter. No, he didn't care less, because he all gave us a mind when we grow up to go get jobs. And when you got a job, you got to pay your own bills. Don't look for nobody else to pay your bills, because nobody have to give you anything. The only woman you help is your wife. I'm talking about, other than your kids, I'm talking about boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. The only woman you help by the law of the Lord is your wife. W-I-F-E, wife. I almost spelled rice. But anyway, back to what I was saying. If she gets attitudes with you over the stupidest things, cut her off, because it's only going to get worse. It's always going to get worse. The Lord even said, before anything get better, it's got to get worse. And it's going to get worse, and it's going to get worse. Then she's going to reach out to other men to help her, because she's not getting the help from you. So she said, hey, if he can't do it, how many times we ever heard this? If one man don't do it, the other man will. We heard that way too many times. And guess what? You have sucker MCs out there that will actually do it. It's everywhere. It's in the song. It's everywhere. As much as I love Joe music. Well, I don't rock with him as much as I used to, because he ain't really brought nothing out that I know of. What was his number one song? And everybody loved it. Girl, I want to do the things your man won't do. Think about that. I'll take you on a night on the town and all this stuff. I do this. And that's only feeding these women like, you know what? I need to find me a man like that. Although I got a man that's trying hard, he can do it quicker. All the songs is like that. If you think about it, that's pretty much how the songs are. It's cheating on your guy or cheating on your girl. Hey, Pico, I hope all is well. Long time no see. Your podcast, good to. Oh, thank you. Thank you pretty much. Thank you. Thank you very much, beautiful Virgo. But as I was saying, oh, don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Please hit that like button. It's been going on like this for years. Going on like this for years. But brothers are waking up now. Brothers are actually waking up saying, hey, wait a minute. There's got to be two sides to this coin. This is a one-sided coin. It's heads and tails. It's not just tails and tails or head and heads. Now we can think for ourselves. And what happened when brothers think for themselves? Well, we all know that. We all know what happens when men think for themselves, because according to women, men are the dumbest things that ever walked the face of this earth. Well, not all women. I'm not going to say, I would never say all women. According to some women, we're the dumbest things. We don't know how to do this. We don't know how to do that. No, they said women mature faster than men do, which that was a bold-faced freaking lie. It's a bold-faced lie. How can you mature faster than me? I'm saying just all women in general. How can you mature faster than me? And the Almighty Himself appointed me to be over the household. So I got to be smarter than you. I'm not saying you're dumb in everything. And some things you probably can do, you know, like, hey, you was going to do this deal, but let's do this deal. You look at them, you know what, baby? You was right. But that don't mean you mature faster than me. Women mature faster than men because women want to get out more and do things that they can't do at home. That's how that goes. That's pretty much how that goes. If just because you get an apartment, that don't mean you're the smartest woman in the world. You mature fast. Say, I'm out on my own. Guess what? When you're grown, guess what you're supposed to do? Get out on your own. Simple. They take the easiest things and flip it like they're freaking Wonder Woman. Remember, I'm this, I'm that. I don't want to scrub. I'm independent. All the things y'all say y'all are, you're supposed to be when you come an adult. I can pay my own bill. You're supposed to pay your own bills. Newsflash. You're supposed to pay your own bills. I can do this. I can go buy me a car. Well, guess what? You work for it. Guess what? Get your butt up, go to the dealership, buy you a new car or a used car. It's your money. It's your money. Do what makes you happy. But when it comes to those children, it's not your body and your choice. And I don't even know why y'all stupid enough to fall for that. And we just saw what happened last year when Kamala, I think I'm saying her name right, Kamala Harris was going up against Donald Trump. Both of them are just, they just do what they do. I'm not on Trump's side. I'm not on her side. Even if she was the president, I still wouldn't be on her side. But when she said, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to legalize the unaliving of children, half of the whole woman community jumped up and said, that's our president. But look what she's talking about. Is it that bad that you got to be high post with I'm not going to say low income because we make good money. Is it that bad you have to be high post to the fact that you can say, hey, she's speaking our language. She's speaking our language. So, hey, we want her in the office because she's going to legalize it all over. So that means I can go out and be a slut. I can do anything I freaking want to do and go get rid of what I've just had in my stomach and go do the same thing over again. Let me get this to you straight. There's a difference between women and men. Women can't do what men do. And a lot of people say, well, that's a double standard. Maybe. It may be a double standard. But you wasn't programmed to do what we do, just like we not programmed to do what y'all do. But women want to take over everything. Now they want to be like men. How did they get to this? Because nobody gave them an option. They gave them the answer. Hey, such and such. A, you do what you have to do as a woman. Or B, you do what you have to do as a woman with no consequences. All of them chose B. That's where you get the I don't need a man come from. We need it. God put us here to need each other. So now when you say stuff like that, it pretty much gives me doubt on how much of a fool most people can be. It pretty much, now that it's 2025 and people are beginning to see people are beginning to see people for what they really are. Women are beginning to see what women are really are. That's why women can have a podcast and say, black women are done. That's why they can say that. Not all of them, because a lot of them really do need help, just like a lot of men need help. But you don't see the problem coming from this side anymore. It's the ladies that's giving the problems now. I was watching this podcast. This guy's called, we probably all know him. He's called, I think the name of the show is called Ugly Money. The guy's funny. I got to give it to him. And, was it Ugly Money? No, I'm sorry. It wasn't Ugly Money. It was another show. And, they was talking about, interracial relationships, black men, black women deal with white men. And they was asking these black girls, what makes the white man so special? This white girl just literally said, because they got the money. She said, I'll sit there and take the cheating and stuff long as I get the bag. And the guy is trying to tell her, dude, if you do that with him, then you already sold yourself short. But nobody looks at it like that. Because they were told, and guess what? When you say stuff like that, look at all these young ladies that's out there watching this stuff. So when they grow up, they're going to think the same thing you are. I'm going to get the bag. I'm going to give me a white man. The hell with these black men. One woman say, the reason why we choose white men because we've been through so much with black men. Well, I got a news flash for you, sweet cheeks. The white boys do the same thing, sometimes worse. Those are the ones that'll chop you up and put you in a freaking trunk and mail you off to your parents' house. There's a reason. I know I'm going off topic, but I don't know. Something just hit me. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just going to do what I have to do. There's a reason why the Lord told you to stick with your own people. There's a reason for that. So now we're overcoming the master. Oh, love is love. I don't know what he's talking about. That's exactly what you're telling him. You don't know what you're talking about. Brad loved me or anybody else. No, homie, you stick with your race. But we don't want to do that because somebody told us love is love. No, it's not. Love isn't. Love was never just love. It's a crazy world we live in, man. Somebody somewhere got to make sense. If it's not me, do it for yourself. I begin to hate that phrase so much. Well, it's my body, my choice. All of that because of one thing. It's my body, my choice. Can't no man tell me what to do. How do you get so much hate in your heart for men? But men don't have hate in their heart for women. Not like the way women do. Just and like I said it once and I'll say it again. It's the men that bring the love into the world. It's not the other way around. I know we were taught that. Man brings love because God worked through men and God is love. If you want me to say it again, I'll say it. Man bring love into the world because God worked through men and God is love. Now you can think about that, write it down on a piece of paper and study like a math problem. When you finish, the answer's going to be, he's got a point. It's common sense. So stop thinking everything is okay when you're in a relationship. Even if, guess what? Even if you're not married, you guys having sex and you get pregnant. Don't get mad at him because a lot of women get mad at, oh, I hate him now. He got me pregnant. Did he get you pregnant or both of y'all got pregnant? And y'all know what I'm talking about. It's not like he said, here, you finna sneeze, here go a handkerchief, and there's chlorophyll on the handkerchief, and you knocked out. And then when you wake up, a couple of months later, you go to the hospital and say, hey, you're pregnant. They're not gonna understand that. But if you consent to it, you can't hate them because you know the consequences of having unprotected sex. Anybody knows that. But we were always taught what? The man, it's his fault. You did this to me. I hate you. You did this to me. Oh, so you wasn't in the bed with me. You wasn't? Look like you. Maybe it wasn't you. So enough of the my body, my choice. Enough of that. Give respect to whom respect is due. If that's your guy, respect that man. If that's your boyfriend, respect him. If that's your husband, respect him. Respect him. Because at the end of the day, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, it's going to boil down to one thing. God is the head of everything. Christ is the head of man. Man is the head of women. There you go. Women are the head of children. When you think about it and you start doing it, I guarantee your life will be better. But if you try to go against what the Father say, it's guaranteed to fail. That's why a lot of relationships fail. People are scared to say it, but that's why a lot of relationships fail. Because now we live in a day and age that women have these things that I can be in charge. No, God didn't create you to be in charge. He didn't put that in you to be in charge. He put it in him, not you. He put it in you to be the nourisher. He put it in him to be the man, to go through the trials and tribulations, not your butt. Sit your butt down. Sit down somewhere. Maybe you'll learn something. But it's all flipped around because this is the world we live in now. You're in charge of yourself until you get married. You're not in charge of yourself anymore. You belong to that man now. And of course, he belongs to you. But until we see that, until we get it deeply rooted inside of our soul, until we live by what the Lord say, you're always going to catch hell from now till you close your eyes. And you can quote me on that. You may think you in heaven. You may think everything's going good. But when everything is going good, you're sitting back and I've done so much. I got to sit back and kiss myself. Here come God. Here come the reminder, because nobody gets away. So what you going to do? I heard a woman say, hey, it was on the Steve Harvey show, and it wasn't just his show. It was a couple of women said this. I want to be married, but I want my husband to live in a separate house. Even Steve Harvey, like, that don't even make sense. You know, he can come over when he want to. So he got to live there and buy you a house because he's the husband. He's got to buy you a house. He don't know what you're doing over there, just like you don't know what he's doing over there. Oh, excuse me. But he's got to buy you a house to live in by yourself. But guess what? This is America, people. And for some strange reason, women, they clap for stupidity. Why would you even sit down and instead of somebody in the audience saying, well, sweetie, that ain't right. They like that part. Ain't clapping. Why? Do they think so little of us now? Why? See, if anybody's not going to say anything, Pico is, because Pico have no friends out there in this world like that. That goes for my kids, my sons, my daughter. I can care less about anybody's feelings because I'm not here to spare nobody's feelings. I have to tell you the truth, because one thing I don't do, I don't kiss up to anybody. So accept it or leave it alone. You can watch the show. You don't have to watch the show. I promise you, Scout Sana, I ain't gonna get mad. I'm not gonna get mad. You can do what you want to do. You can do what you want to do. But one day, if it ain't me, it'll be somebody else. You're going to wish you listened. Because life isn't the way the world wanted it to be. You got to take heed to something. You got to listen to somebody. And this is a news flash to all the women out there. Men aren't bad. Do we have bad men in the world? Yes, we do. We always had bad, evil men in the world, but all men aren't bad. You have good men out there. And just because he's got a making $50,000 a year, that don't mean he's a bad person. It don't. Because the men that make six figures, those are the ones you need to watch out for, because they're the ones going to have all the freaking options. And do you think if a man's making all that money, let's just say a millionaire, do you think if a broke dude got women and he's a millionaire, do you think you're going to be the only one? I'll wait for that answer. But just like the sister said, if he got money, I don't care what he do. And if that ain't playing yourself short, I don't know what is. So now you're calling yourself a whore. Is that not what you is? If you're dating a man just for his money, that means you don't care what he do. Don't prostitutes do that? So now you know what you are. And I'm not trying to hit no, well, maybe this or maybe that. No. That's what you are. So deal with it. The thing is, both of us, men and women, we have to change our ways. We got to change our ways. Women, like I just said, men aren't bad. All men were never that bad. Men pretty much level things out. So now you know why men are important. They make you not do crazy things. It's sad it's got to be like this, but it's like this. Look at all these young sisters we got coming up. They have the same mentality their mothers have. Get your man with money. Don't listen to no nigga. This is what they tell you. Don't listen to no man. Who the heck you going to listen to? Because once you live with your father's your provider. Once you run on your own, you're your provider. If you meet a guy, sooner or later, eventually you guys get married. I pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Bradshaw, whatever. He's your provider. That's how it goes. Respect him, because there's no respect for men in the world anymore. No respect. Chris Rock said it. He said it fine. The only things that get love is children. Did he say women and dogs? Children, women, and dogs. I think I said that right. I know it was children and dogs. Did he say women? I'm not sure, but let's just say children. Just gonna keep it like that. Children, women, and dogs. What happened to the man? Nobody loves the man anymore, because it's give me this, give me that. You ain't a real man if you don't do this, or you ain't a real man if you don't do that. The hell with what you think what a real man is. I was born a man. I'm going to die one. So that makes me a real man. I don't have to live off your steam. You live off your steam. I live off my steam. You be successful in life. I'll be successful in life. You make $100,000 a year. I make $50,000 a year. I'm happy. Just like you're happy. Because it's always going to be about respect. And once you lose respect for that person, they're dead to you. They're dead to you. So let this be a lesson, boys and girls. There's no such thing as my body, my choice when it comes to children. Because that child belongs to that man too. It's not just yours. Now, if it was just yours, my body, my choice, you just laid down one day just watching TV and you look down, your stomach getting big and nobody has sex with you, your body, your choice. But I guess we'll leave that to the experts. That's going to do it for the day, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, because I sure did. This is Unplugged, man. Hit that like button. Love me, hate me. I can care less. But I'm out of here, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Please share the content if you want to, cuzzo. Nothing but love for you, man. Thanks for sharing the content. Thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget, hit that like button, hit that like button. Feel free to share the content and definitely keep the questions coming. I'll try to answer them as best as I can, man. Hey, if you want to have a conversation about something, let me know. I'm not the type of guy. Oh, my nose. I feel like I was going to sneeze. I'm sorry. I'm not the type of guy that I'm like, no, this is just me and me alone. No, you want to have a conversation? You want to get on here live, call in, be my guest. Just let me know you're going to do it. That's all. Be my guest. We can sit up and have a conversation all the time. It don't matter to me. And that goes out to anybody. Black, white, orange, anybody. It don't matter. Because I'm a cool guy and I like to hear what other people think. I've been like this ever since I was a kid. So you don't always have to agree with me. We can agree to disagree, or we could just walk away and like, he was wrong, she was wrong. As long as we respect each other and can speak the next day or speak after the show, hey, how you doing, man? But I don't have any beef with anybody. So that's gonna do it for the day, man. I'm out of here. Black woman, black man, respect each other, love each other. Let's get back to praying praying to the Heavenly Father. I don't say pray with him. We can't pray with him. We can pray to him. Once again, you just heard Unplugged, man. YouTube channel, Unplugged Podcast. Hit that sub. This your boy Black. I'm out here, guys. I don't know. I'll probably be back tomorrow with a show. Speaking of show, it never stops. If you have something for me to talk about, send it to my inbox. And please, if you send it to my inbox, just leave a message like, man, what you think about this, or can you talk about this? Don't just send it to my inbox. Cause a lot of people send me stuff and they'll text me 2 days later and like, dude, you just did 2 shows. Why you didn't talk about it? Because you didn't ask me, did I want to talk about it? I'm thinking you just sending me something. So there you go. But anyway, no love lost, man. I'm out of here. It's your boy Black signing off, saying take care of yourself and each other. Love you guys. And I'm out of here.